my YouTube family. Wow, you're highly welcome to my channel. Alright, today we're going to talk about the importance of afforestation. On our last class, we talked about definitions of afforestation, stage of afforestation, and benefits in stages of afforestation. Alright, when we talked about stage of afforestation, we picked value addition, which was saying that the benefit of value addition is that it reduces the high rate of reselling properties, and also it increases the value of the land. It makes the land to be attractive. And mostly, we talked about buying empty land and keeping it. So if you go to our previous class, the last video I posted, we talked about all this, about value addition, how you can make your land to look attractive. Even if it's a land banking, things you're supposed to do that will make the land to look attractive. So these are the things we talked about on our last class. So today we're going to talk about general importance of afforestation. This is what we're going to talk about today. And what is afforestation? Let me just quickly define afforestation again. Afforestation is the process of planting of large number of trees on a land which has few or no trees on it before. So the typical example of afforestation in Enugu is Unity Park. Unity Park is the typical example of afforestation in Enugu. So, but today we are going to talk about the general importance of afforestation. Number one, we say planting of trees cools home, it cools streets and cities. So we say planting of trees, it cools home, streets and cities. We're going to use rural and urban area as an example. So if you come to urban area, let me use Enugu City as an example. If you come to Enugu City, planting of trees is limited in Enugu. Planting of trees is limited. Like if I tell you to trek from Opera Square to Stadium, you will feel so bad. You know we are in dry season now. So if I tell you to trek from Opera Square to Stadium, the harsh weather won't even allow you to trek it. You must enter public vehicle, or if you have your own vehicle, you then drive from Opera Square to Stadium. But if you are mandated for you to trek from Opera Square to Stadium, your body will melt, will be soaked with sweat because of the weather. And why is it like that? Because there is no activities of planting of trees along the street. There is no shade that covers from Opera Square to Stadium. But if it's in rural area, if I tell you to trek from Opera Square to 9th Mile, you can even trek it. If I tell you to trek from Opera Square to Stadium, it is very close. You won't feel anything because there is shades along the road. There is much afforestation practice going on in rural areas. So if you come to a city, they will now give you reason that why there is no much trees in the city is because there is population size and more development is taking place in cities. Because I believe if they are building, sometimes you just landscape it. You cut down every trees, but they will plant trees before anything. So, excuse of there is much population size and development in the city, that's why we doesn't plant trees, is wrong. Because if you go to all these developed countries, there is still population size there. More development is taking place there than this region, Nigeria. But still, they plant trees. So we're going to learn that planting of trees helps. It makes some things to be even low. It makes some things to be normal, like transportation. Because there are some places you need to trek. You can't trek because of the weather. It also cools home. Remember we say planting of trees, it cools home, streets and cities. We have talked about street and city. Then we're coming to home. No matter the type of mansion you build, you need to plant trees there. Planting of trees will help you to make your home. It will be more comfortable if you plant trees than if you did not plant any trees at all. because AC and the normal ventilation, natural ventilation, is not the same. First general importance of afforestation is planting of trees cools homes, it cools streets, and it cools cities. Then another one says planting of trees saves money. If you plant trees, it saves money. If you plant trees in your home, it saves money. Then for instance, you always recharge 5,000 naira for power supply every month. The amount of consumption of voltage in your house if you plant trees will be lesser if you did not plant trees. Let's use Mr. A. This is Mr. A, this is Mr. B. Mr. A plant trees in his home, Mr. B did not plant trees in his home. Two of them are recharging 5,000 naira. Two of them have 4-bedroom duplex, 4-bedroom duplex in their house. They have every fittings, the same fittings in their house. This Mr. B will be spending more buying power supply, recharging his light than this. The consumption of voltage in Mr. A's house will be lesser than this. And remember, two of them buy the same land, they build the same house, but in terms of maintenance, in terms of staying in your house, Mr. A spends lesser than B, because Mr. A plant trees in his home, Mr. B didn't plant tree anywhere. So if there is no light and they always on generator, you will notice that Mr. A will not spend more than Mr. B the same. Coming to health-wise as well, sometimes AC will cause problem in your house, but ventilation hardly cause problem. Sometimes someone will say, "Hi, I'm having feeling of pneumonia." AC, the effect of AC in Mr. B's house will be causing some health issues. Why Mr. B won't experience that? So that's why we said planting of trees in your home saves money. It saves money. It saves a lot of things. It saves stress. You can come out in your compound and sit down. Maybe sometimes if you have a visitor, you can bring the person outside because there is much ventilation circulating in your home. So you'll be very comfortable staying outside. But sometimes Mr. B wants to stay in his house because of how uncomfortable his home would look like. He will now go out. He has spent money going out. If he go there, he will drink. And maybe where he will be going is a garden. All these garden bars. That's where he will go. But Mr. A is in his house because he is practicing afforestation. Planting of trees saves money. Another thing again is planting of trees makes your home beautiful. Planting of trees makes your home very beautiful. If you go to GRA, if you go to Zoo Estate, if you go to Lake, if you go to Island, if you go to Abuja, there are some places that if you visit, you will see that what really makes this place look good is not because of the nature of house there, but the activities going on there. What are the activities? Trees. Trees is one of them. Like if you are entering Zoo Estate, what will welcome you is trees both sides. You will see that everywhere will be cool. If you enter GRA, the same thing. Government reserved area, GRA, Enugu, the same thing. Everywhere will look beautiful. So afforestation makes home beautiful. Even if you want to sell your house, let for instance that Mr. A, Mr. B, let me just still use this. Mr. A, Mr. B. These two persons, they have the same house. Well, everything is the same except afforestation, planting of trees. Mr. A, remember, Mr. A has trees being planted in his home, but Mr. B, he did not plant anything. Do you know that this person may sell his own more than this person? Because even you buying, there are some things we consider if you are buying properties. And these are the things that will make your property to boost the value. One again is planting of trees increases property value. You know, we have said it before. Our last class we talked about empty land, more of empty land, how your land will be secured, how you will save your property. Now this one is, you have already secured your property, you have already built house, or you have your land. Planting of trees, it increases property value. Everyone wants his or her property to have the highest possible property value, including me. Then how will you implement it? By planting of trees. So planting of trees increases property value. Then another one again is planting of trees cleans the air. Do you know that trees absorb much number of carbon dioxide? Have you, all of us, I know that all of us knows that if you breathe out carbon dioxide, you breathe in oxygen. What is the source of that oxygen you are breathing in? Trees. And how does trees get the oxygen? Have you asked yourself those questions? What you breathe out, he will absorb it and still give you the useful air for you to breathe in. That's why we say planting of trees cleans the air, absorb odor and also pollutant gases. So these are the things that are always helpful if you are planting trees. Another one again is planting of trees promotes timbering. How will we save the Mother Earth? By planting of trees. A tree you planted today have saved the Mother Earth the whole lot of damages. So please, planting of trees helps. Okay, let's check the uses of timbering. That is mechanical aspects of cooking, industrial uses, furniture, paper. You use trees for many things. So you see that we have high demand of timbering, but low supply. Why is it low supply? Because we are not practicing planting of trees again. Afforestation is no more in our page again. If you check our societies today, you will see that we have high demand of timbering. People that need trees are we have high demand. Remember they say the higher the demand, the lower the supply. But if it is in equilibrium, the higher the demand, the higher the supply. So this afforestation is supposed to be the higher the demand, the higher the supply. It's not supposed to be the higher the demand, the lower the supply. But now, we have massive demand in timbering. But the supply is very small because they are just cutting down trees, but they are not planting. What do you think will happen in next 10 years? Because we keep on building houses, we keep on bringing new modern of houses, we keep on demolishing the one you built last 4 years, last 3 years, for you to build again. What do you think that our next generation will look like if you are not planting any trees? Please, I want us to practice this, please. All these things are things that we are trying to know how even government will help, how everybody will put hands together to know how we're going to execute this action, for us to know that planting of trees helps so much. There is an Igbo adage that says, a wise man plants a tree, he can never enjoy the shade. The wise man is planting a tree, he can never enjoy the shade. He knew that he's not going to enjoy the shade, but he planted it because of his future children. Two of us, what are we doing? We need to plant trees for the benefit of our unborn children, for the benefit of our next generation. You know, in olden days, if you want to build houses, you can go to someone's farmland. You can cut down bamboo trees for free. But now, bamboo trees is very expensive. It's very expensive. There is high demand of bamboo trees, but lower in supply. So these are the things we need to look into and understand that afforestation is helpful, especially in real estate world. Afforestation is very helpful. It will help us. Everybody needs to practice it. Everybody needs to plant trees. Before you cut down any trees, before you build house in that place you want to build house, you need to plant trees before cutting down. Because some people is using development, and I came to realize that development is not preventing us from planting trees. Because this region, this Nigeria is more developed than other countries. But there is activities of afforestation going on daily basis there. But in this our area, in this our region, we just cut down, we doesn't plant. Like anybody that know ASU Taban, if you have gone to ASU Taban, you will see the difference of what I'm saying. Like ASU Taban, it's only deforestation that is going on there. Come to UNEC campus, Enugu campus, UNEC here in Enugu. Afforestation is going on. But ASU Taban, more of deforestation is going on. Cutting down the trees, no shade, students are suffering, everybody is suffering. The same thing generally to the society. The whole Nigeria, all of us are suffering from deforestation. So we are closing here today. We will see you on my next class. Then we will continue from where we stopped. Alright. Call me again if you want any property in Southeast Nigeria, especially in Enugu State. If you want to buy houses, if you want to buy land, buy and build immediately, or you want to buy land, give it some time and build, you can call me. Or if you want to buy land, buy and keep, land banking, you can call me. Then buy property from me, or you need someone that will handle it for you, you can call me. You visit my channel, visit me on other social network at Juliet Ogotu. So see you on my next video and enjoy yourself. Watch this video very well. Watch this video will help you. It will help you, understand? It will help you a lot. So call me anytime you want to go inspection on 08132 858402 or 0912398 6020. Call me and rest. So I believe in transparency. My transparency, my honest is my strength. So thank you very much. Remember, bye for now.